An entertainment show put on an interesting experiment. A man got on an elevator. In the elevator, everyone except for the man was facing the wall. People usually tend to face the door when they get on an elevator. However, the only one facing the door in this situation was the subject of the experiment. The man looked around with a confused air and slowly started to turn around to face the wall. At the end, everyone in the elevator stood facing the wall. This experiment is a recreation of the elevator experiment, which was performed in 1962 in New York by Solomon Asch, an American psychologist. Watching the show, you might think that you wouldn't behave like the man. But what would you do if you were really put into the same situation? The tendency for people to conform to the pressure of social norms or majority opinions when making choices is called conformity. This phenomenon is more pronounced in situations where the correct answer is not clear or is ambiguous. Surprisingly, however, there was another experiment that showed that the conformity phenomenon can happen even in situations where there's a clear answer. This experiment was the famous conformity experiment by Asch. Asch showed 7 participants a card with 1 line drawn on it, and then another card with 3 lines of different lengths. On the second card, one of the lines was the same length as the one on the first card. Asch had the experiments choose the line on the second card that was the same length as the line on the first card. However, 6 of the 7 participants were actually helpers who were told to choose the wrong line on purpose. And the single real participant would say their answer at the end. The results of the experiment were astounding. 75% of the participants conformed with the other people and chose the wrong answer. Only 25% of the people gave the correct answer. After the experiment, Asch asked the people who chose the wrong answer about why they made the choice they did. I thought that I was wrong, or that I had a problem with my eyesight. The participants that chose the wrong answer were not aware that they had conformed with the other people. However, as the experiment results showed, they had the right answer at first. But when everyone else said a different answer, they thought they were wrong and conformed with the others. Asch revealed a few more facts through some additional experiments. First, conformity doesn't occur when there are only 2 people. Second, conformity is the strongest when there are 3 people saying the wrong answer. Third, if even one of the collaborators who gives the wrong answer says another incorrect answer, the test subject's error rate is reduced by 25%. The last fact means that for conformity to occur strongly, it is very important that everyone else's opinions are unanimous. This phenomenon of synchronicity occurring collectively is called herd mentality. Herd mentality is a psychology in which crowds act accordingly to the dominant opinion rather than individual reason or judgment. Therefore, the crowd at that time is driven by emotion rather than reason. Psychologists say that the cause of herd mentality is the survival instinct of humans. In other words, humans practice herd mentality by conforming to the dominant opinion of the community because they can escape danger or get assistance by building social relationships. Then how should we view herd mentality? In general, when the term herd mentality is used, there is a negative perception of crowds losing control or engaging in irrational group behavior. Asch also expressed concern, saying that his experiment showed that even young people with sufficient intellect and judgment are willing to say that white is black. However, herd mentality in itself is inherently value neutral. It can be a medicine or a poison, depending on how it is used. Witch hunts in the Middle Ages and modern history's Nazism and fascism are the representative negative examples of herd mentality. This occurs when certain forces in power use herd mentality to pursue their own interests. In addition, fake news that has been spreading through social media recently is an important example of herd mentality being used in a negative way. However, there are many examples of positive herd mentality in our history. The March 1st movement, the April 19th revolution in Korea, as well as the gold-raising movement during the IMF crisis are all examples of positive usage of herd mentality. In addition, the numerous volunteers gathered in the waters off Taean at the time of the oil spill on the West Coast also show us the right direction of herd mentality. Network marketing business is also a human network made up of a multitude of sponsors and partners. Therefore, creating the positive synergy of herd mentality can achieve results that are too great to imagine, but a negative herd mentality might cause enormous harm to the individual and society. Therefore, the direction of herd mentality is dependent on the leader of the herd and their leadership. If the leader gives a rational direction for the crowd and shows the leadership the right things to do, then the herd mentality will bring forth tremendous results that are unachievable by individuals.